Yeah, I guess the future of the story in which Cloud has to kind of find himself and his memories and who he truly is and all of that stuff. Tifa is the one that's generally with him and helps to guide him through that process. And so I guess she maybe has to live her own kind of experience to have the kind of context and understanding of what Cloud needs to do in order to find himself. So this is very interesting stuff for me.
Tifa, stop! We have to turn back! You're not gonna find your mom here. She's gone.
Cloud, please. I need you.
There he is.
Sephiroth?
Stay strong, Tifa. You'll make it. But not if you give up. You have to want it. Fight for it. Hard as you can.
You need to get up now, Tifa. You can't die here. Too many still depend on you.
Tifa!
Come back to us, Tifa. We've got a fight to finish.
Cloud!
Your words can't reach him now.
Don't take him too!
Can't see anything down there.
Tifa? Barret!
Coming! Hey, get your shit together. Tifa needs you.
Okay. Where she belongs. I will say, when it comes to weapons, they're like guardians of the planet. And obviously these guys are trying to save the planet from what Sephiroth / Nova are trying to do. So I always thought, shouldn't they be a bit more allied? Obviously maybe the weapons, just basically they see these guys as a threat too. So historically we've always kind of fought against the weapons. They've not really been allies per se. But maybe in this kind of retelling of the story, there may be a bit more kind of friendly entities. Because, well, I assume that the weapons don't want Sephiroth to do what he's trying to do either. And that's where that kind of conflict comes from. So I think we'll talk a little bit more about the stuff I'm thinking about a little bit later. Let's conclude this stuff first. See if we can get Tifa back.
Tifa!
Tifa!
Good luck down there.
Hey, Tifa, stay with us.
That was a hell of a sequence. I really enjoyed that.
I'll go get the others.
Cloud? You remember how our parents used to tell us that when a person died, their spirit would cross Mount Nebo?
Yeah. We all knew it was a story to scare us out of climbing the mountain. You believed it, though.
I didn't. At least, I had my suspicions. But I buried them. I wanted it to be true so badly. I didn't want to think my mom was just gone. Plus, Emilio and the others said they'd help me find her, so up the mountain we went.
Some help they were. Running off and leaving you out there?
Not that I knew about any of that.
You don't remember?
I hit my head pretty hard when I fell off that cliff. Think it messed with my memory. Everything from around that time's a blur. I only knew what the others told me. Didn't even occur to me to question them.
What'd they tell you?
They said that you egged me on. But now I know that's not what happened at all. When the rest of them ran, you were there for me. You stayed when I needed you most. If that's not a hero, then I don't know what is.
I'm no hero. What kind of hero falls off a cliff with the person he's trying to save and pushes him into a pool of Mako? Sometimes, I don't even know who I am. I forget things everyone else remembers just fine, and know things I've got no right knowing. It's like there's different people inside of me. And the worst part is, I can't even tell where they end and I begin.
Go on.
Soldier cells degrade. I think that's what's happening to me. That I'm falling apart.
That's not going to happen to you. You saved me before. Now it's my turn. Aw, worried about little old me?
Aye, that's right. Worried.
Come on. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. So let's work backwards here. First of all, we almost had a kiss between Cloud and Tifa. For me, at least, that's always been the canon story, so for me that's very normal, and it feels very natural to me in terms of the story. That scene right there I thought was brilliant, and I've said it right from the beginning. So much of this story is about Cloud and his identity, and him discovering who he truly is and his journey. And I feel like in the original, I think that's something we all got, but I'm not sure like that they were able to execute it as well as they could have. And I feel like genuinely, so far at least, from what I've seen in the remake/rebirth situation, like they have done a really nice job of having Cloud kind of slowly start to open up. He's starting to show more depth. He's starting to question things more, or at least express things more to the people he cares about the most. You saw that burst of emotion after he came to his senses, after basically throwing Tifa into the Mako pool. So you're seeing like Cloud develop, I think, in a much more, I don't know, like a well-executed and authentic way compared to the original, in my opinion. And obviously the voice acting helps, and you know they have a lot more scope to be able to do that now. And I really think it's paying off. So it's been really fascinating to see Cloud here and what he's wrestling with, and you know, I don't know where they end and I begin. All of those kind of lines, I think, for me is really like just great to be watching and experiencing as someone playing through the game and reliving the story. So that's that part of things. I'm really enjoying that. And this party in general, they're just so good. They're one of the all-time best Final Fantasy parties, in my opinion. And Remake/Rebirth has helped to solidify that, in my opinion. But to go back further, obviously we had that whole live stream sequence, and I've been saying from the start, the only thing that in my head makes sense is that Zack is in some kind of live stream world. And Final Fantasy does have a little bit of a knack, especially 7 and 10, and that's why I do think they do have, I wouldn't say, I've never thought they're directly linked, as in like a deliberate, like, oh, 10 is set in exactly the same world and it's a continuation and all of that kind of stuff. I don't believe in that kind of thing. But in terms of their lore and a lot of ideas and themes being linked, I do think that there's definitely some parallels. And it, obviously all of this live stream stuff and the memories and the way things are materializing in there, of course it reminds me of Fireflies in Final Fantasy X and the whole situation with the far plane and all of that kind of thing. And so the more I think about it, the more it's like, I didn't really get this as much from the original. Maybe this was all there already. But playing through the Remake/Rebirth games, it's made me feel a lot more like the live stream really is. It's not just this sort of swirling, kind of abstract bunch of energy and memories, like life energy and memories inside the world. It is almost like its own creation in and of itself. It's like an alternative existence, almost call it like a heaven and hell, if you will, where basically the memories and the life energy and the spirits of the dead go. And so Tifa quite literally seemed to go on that journey, and we saw obviously things manifesting, her memories sort of coming to life almost and living through things like that. And so for me, like, then I see the light colored and the dark colored whispers, and the only thing right now again that makes sense in my head is that one of them represent the fate of the live stream, like that world, and one of them represent the physical world's fate. And so that's why they have two different colors and there's two different worlds. Like, to me at least, I don't think the kind of reality, like the physical reality of the world, is split into two, where you now have two different realities. I feel like one of them is basically the live stream and that side of existence and creation in the world, and the other side has to be the sort of the living physical manifestation of that. So that's where I'm at the moment, and Tifa's journey and the weapons and all that kind of stuff, and the black and white whispery things, I think they're very interesting, and they're leading me towards that kind of thought process at the moment. Because I'm so far ahead of the game of most people I know personally, I've not discussed these ideas with anyone else, so I could be way off base. But that's how I'm feeling at the moment, and for now at least, everything I know from the OG that they're expanding upon, that they're deepening, I'm really, really enjoying. And the new stuff that's coming in, like obviously that journey that Tifa went on, getting sort of swallowed by the weapon, all of that kind of stuff, that's new. But it's all intriguing stuff, and it's trying to build a picture for what's going on in the story in the world that I'm enjoying experiencing. So far at least, it continues to hit the right notes, and I'm really continuing to enjoy this game deeply. So let's continue and see what's going to happen.
So basically, we got some nasty-looking black whispers going up against the planet in the life stream. And these whispers are with Sephiroth, right?
Yeah, at least that's how it looked to me while I was in there.
And? Any idea who was winning? Could you tell?
The planet. The life stream. Us.
Well, of course we are. What did you expect? This is the planet we're talking about. Y'all know she's gonna pour her heart and soul into this fight. Just close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that. Her rallying cry. She knows Sephiroth ain't going down easy, and that she needs others to step up. But we're the only ones who can, don't you see? We need to commit, put our lives on the line to save hers. You in?
Yeah. You bet we are. Huh?
Wow, what have I walked in on? You know, there are places better suited to these kinds of conversations.
Like Cosmo Canyon.
The home of planetology. It's right around the corner, isn't it?
And do they have materia there? Because if they do, I am in, like all in!
Since time immemorial, it has been a place for both planetary energies and ancient wisdom. Of course we...
Say no more! Let's ride, people!
Wow, Reg, what's got you so excited?
I grew up there.
That settles it. We've got ourselves a pilgrimage to make.
While it won't be an easy trek, this ought to speed things up. A free flyer pilot works out of an old airstrip nearby. He can take you part of the way. Use the south gate and follow the trail. You can't miss it. And I should... This here's Fango. He's taken quite a liking to you. Sure, he'd be more than happy to give you guys a lift.
Thanks, Cisne, for everything.
The pleasure was all mine. And if you need anything else, just ask around the village.
All right. It was great to see Cisne again. After
You're better
reunion.
off heading to the airstrip by Chocobo.
Okay. The green chocobos are my favorite one so far.
We should probably take a look at the town notice board. See if there are any jobs for us. Always fancied trying my hand as a merc.
No time to dick around.
Perish the thought. I just want to pull my weight. Help my pals out where I can. I swear.
Think we can do without your kind of help, you Shinra bootlicker.
Still can't find it in your heart to trust me, eh? The way we snuggled up last night, I thought we'd made a breakthrough.
I only did that because I thought you were Marlene. Don't go making it weird.
Oh man. Right, so we are probably gonna now expand out this area. Okay, there's only 2 more quests. I think that's good. I'm gonna overdo it. I like that. Alright, Youth Coalition Rookie. I'm looking for someone to teach me the ways of the warrior, tell me to reach my full potential. Okay, we can do that. And Grandma Hen. Cool. Whoops. So, as promised earlier, I think now is the time to basically take a time out from the story as things got very interesting there. Try to do some more quests here and gather some more regional intel, all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to take our foot off the gas for a little bit and then we will continue on because Rocket Town and Cosmo Canyon beckon. So, where do we start? Let's trigger off some quests here and then we'll go from there. I think, again, I'll do these 2 first. And then anything I find along the way, of course, as usual. And then, at least for people that are watching this later on and want to kind of skip ahead to Rocket Town, they probably can, because then I'll have some episodes just for world intel and that kind of thing. So, let's go. I've generally embraced, you know, the world and the exploring enough that yes, there is that voice like in the back of my head saying, no, just continue the story. I need to know what happens. But I'm really just trying my best to savor the game. This has been such a great experience that I want to keep it going, and I'm enjoying all the other stuff too. So I'm putting the story to the side once again, and I'm gonna just enjoy the journey. And I hope you guys will too. I went a bit too far. No. Let's see who's going to join me for this one.
That should do it. For now, at least. Say, can you spare a minute?
Not really.
You know that weird black stuff coming out of the reactor? Well, the wind seems to be carrying it all the way over here. I'll admit my shack's never been in the best condition, but look at it. Holes everywhere. Holes so big that, would you believe it, all my chickens flew the coop. I plugged up the holes, but beyond that, I'm at wit's end here, let me tell you. Flapping and running around like crazy. How's an old woman like me supposed to catch 'em all? I can't keep up with a flock of chickens.
I'm more curious about this.
We don't usually see anything like that around these parts. From that black stuff to those bizarre aeroplanes, I tell you, all this craziness is enough to drive a poor woman mad. The peace and quiet was the only good thing about this place.
The only good thing? That's a bit.
So we just need to catch your chickens, right?
Oh, thank you, dearie. Birds, they love the sound of this here clangor. Use it and they'll come out from wherever they're hiding and follow you right back to the coop.
My nose should serve us well here.
Right. Take it away.
3 of them are still in the village. We should start by searching the surrounding area.
Okay, Mr. Nose, let's go. To use the bee clang and lure the missing chickens back to... Okay. We'll try. I'm still laughing about the Kate Sith and Barrett snuggling thing. It's hilarious.
There.
You came back to your mommy.
Okay. Keep going. Nice, chill little quest here.
Over there.
If a chicken gets distracted, stop moving and wait for it to focus. Hang on. Got to add layers of difficulty to this as well. Ah, shit. I didn't realize how long it was. Because, like, even when it looks fully extended, you can go back a bit further. I just didn't know where the line was, but we'll get it this time. Hardest side quest so far. We should just go and just grab this guy. It can't be that hard. Come on. Only a chicken. I'm going to keep my distance in advance. Okay. Let's give it plenty of space. Last one.
I can't see who's live there. Red or those birds? Found one. Pity I'm not a real cat.
I'm sure he's about to charge.
Am I right?
So what are you then?
I'm Kate Sith, fortune teller extraordinaire. I think it might be time to top up the old batteries.
Tifa's running into things again. Okay, this one's a little bit tougher. Alright, let's go again. Give myself plenty of room. Okay. This is officially not fun now. It's too much. Now we have to wait for it to go all the way back, or can we just use the clanger again from where we are? Maybe not back to square one, please? No, don't do that. Come on, why you gotta be annoying like that? Why you gotta do that? Come on. Okay, get back here. You little bastard. Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. So it's not about distance per se. Okay. Fine. At least we don't have to completely go back to square one here. We can even kind of just cheese it a little bit like this, I think. Didn't have to play its game, really. Come on, I'm right here. Thank God for that.
Pete, I was so worried about you. That just leaves Pipoli. Goodness me. How far could she have gone?
Pipoli ran off toward the airfield. We must find her before the fiends do.
Yeah, there we go. There's always going to be an element of that. Let's follow red.
My, what a trek you must have made to get here.
We haven't had red in the party for a little while. I think let's do Let's do. I'm gonna have Aerith and Red for a while. Alright, got the team set up. Let's go. As I say, anytime I encounter some world intel stuff along the way, I'll go off track and do that.
So, what are free flyer pilots exactly?
Well, since the Republic's on the scrap heap, Shinra all but owns the skies.
Birds ought to count their blessings that Shinra hasn't come down on them yet.
Free flyers couldn't care less though, and go wherever they please.
Good for them. Nobody owns the sky, least of all Shinra. That our man gives him the finger as he flies by.
For real? Sounds like my kind of guy.
Okay, Red.